cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah.
No. Okay, there we go. Alrighty, folks. We are getting into Game 1, Pittsburg State University versus Northern Michigan. We have 2 new players on the Pitt State roster. Triz going to get the save. Beautiful save there. Kolb's going to go off the back wall here. Get a little help there from Spanky. That one going to get swatted away by not Derail. Kolb's going to push up from mid here. Going to send it to the corner. Going to look for a passing play here. And a beautiful play there from the Pitt State roster. Pitt State will take the lead in the first minute of regulation play. And here's the kickoff. Going to go the way of Pitt State. Spanky up for the shot. They're going to go a little wide. Just didn't quite have the angle on it. Trick's going to demo one defender, bump another. Kolb's now with the challenge. Going to take this off the wall. Going to look to pass it over to the mid, but nobody's there. Fool going to clear this one away. Trick's going to look to push this one back downfield. Not comfortable to go off the wall there. Brizzy already up. And another beautiful passing play there between Kolb's and Spanky. Spanky going to put this one up for Kolb's this time. Going to send it the other way. Those two have been getting a lot of twos gameplay in. Their synergy really showing off here now. And another going for Pitt State. This one assisted now by Triz. Gonna get another kickoff here. Northern Michigan University looking to make anything happen here. Triz with a shot on goal. Gonna get saved there by Derail. Spanky up for an aerial. Almost gets them to own goal. And another shot here. Gonna go just a little wide of the Northern Michigan goal. Spanky up for it. Breezy able to block it. Kolb's gonna back off here. Now going up. Derail gonna send it to the corner. Fool gonna try to get it by the Pitt State defense. And that one will slip by. Northern Michigan finally on the board. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left on the clock. Still anybody's game. And Pitt State once again with the offensive pressure here off the kickoff. Fool going to flick that one over Spanky, but Kolb should be able to grab that. Kolb's going to look for another touch here. That one going to get blocked away by Derail. Triz going to push this one up for Pitt State. And solid offensive pressure here from the Pitt State roster. Triz potentially with a shot there, not quite able to make it. Kolb's going to look for a challenge. Now pushing up, looking for the pass from Spanky. Spanky going to put it just a little too high. Here's Breezy on the defense. Fool going up for it. Both going to miss. Triz probably expecting the touch there. Nice little fake from Derail. Northern Michigan going to send this one to the back corner. Breezy with a shot here, going to get saved by Triz. Or deflected by Triz. And Spanky going to sneak that one into the top right corner. See how this one played out. A pass from downtown. A nice little redirect there, just barely sneaks it by Fool. And here we go, another kickoff. This one going to go the way of Northern Michigan initially. Spanky now up for the aerial. Going to see if he can get it by. He's been practicing those aerials, but not quite going to be able to get the flip reset I'm sure he was looking for. Is going to get this one centered for Pitt State. Breezy going to look to deflect it away. And that'll get centered there for Kolbs. Not quite able to make the shot happen. Ooh, and a nice redirect, but Breezy is there for the save. Triz going to now try to get this defensive pressure going. Kolbs up in the air. Going to get it batted away back down to the Northern Michigan side. 30 seconds left on the clock if you're Northern Michigan, and that going to get blocked by Breezy. Would have been absolute disaster there for Northern Michigan. Nice double tap there from Breezy to bring them back into a 2-point game. Now, if you're Northern Michigan, you still can win this game, but it's going to be close. You're going to have to apply a lot of. You're going to have to basically get a kickoff goal and then try to get one more goal to send us into overtime. But the Pitt State defense probably not going to let that happen. They've been pretty solid, and we've seen most of the offensive pressure here coming from that Pitt State roster, actually. Very solid rotations coming in. Breezy looking for the demo there. Triz going to dodge away. Spanky going to put that one on the backboard. Fool and Kolbs going to give each other a high five as we close out game number 1 with Pitt State taking game number 1 of the series. Alrighty, we'll see if Pitt State. Looks like I may have gotten muted there. I apologize if that was the case. But we are here into game number 2. Pitt State taking game 1 of the series. And once again, getting that offensive pressure going. Spanky going to take it up the wall here. Kolbs is going to center the ball here. Just barely going to go wide. Derail there for the defensive save anyway. Fool going to try to get a double tap there. Not going to be able to make it happen. Kolbs going to knock that one into the Pitt State corner. Nice demo there coming out from Fool. Going to put Pitt State in a bit of danger, but Kolbs will save that one away and send the ball flying down to the opposite end of the field, buying Pitt State a bit of time here. And Spanky going to look for a double. Not quite able to make it happen. Fool going to look to flick this one past Triz. Triz will get it stalled out, though. Breezy off the wall, going to get interrupted by Triz. Now Spanky going to challenge in the corner, going to get by him. Kolbs will send that one down, though. And nice little passing play here between Kolbs and Spanky. Nice flick attempt there from Spanky. Not quite able to make it happen, though. Just going to try to read this off the wall. Fool will get it by him, and a nice flick there will get that by Triz as well, but Kolbs back for defense, not going to let them get it by. Ooh, and a nice, unfortunate crossbar there for Northern Michigan. Triz going to send this one down. It's off the wall. No danger just yet here in the corner. Spanky going to try to read the wall. Breezy going to get it by him. Kolbs, though, with a nice shot here. Can he get the redirect? Not quite. Going to go off the sidebar there. Now Triz up for offensive pressure for Pitt State. Fool going to take control from Northern Michigan. Got to send that over to the Pitt State corner. Kolbs going to look to bat this one away. Triz going to get that one pinched under his opponent. Nice 50 there. Breezy with some solid backboard defense here. Shot goes on, but not derail. Going to save that one away. Spanky now going to send this off the backboard. It's an open shot here. Nobody for Pitt State is up, though. Kolbs going to look to read this one here. Fool not able to get the shot he was looking for. Going to send that one high. Derail going to send that one wide. Breezy with a shot there. Going to get saved by Triz. And now Fool going to look for that flip reset. Had the touch, but I don't think he actually went for the reset there. Just wanted to have the option. Sorry, I'll update that streaming right now. Alrighty, that should be updated here, and now back to the game. Kolbs on defense here. Nice long shot there. Gonna look to follow it up. Going a little too fast. Will get it centered here, though. Fool, though, gonna get it blasted away. Spanky with a shot. Could go for a double. Breezy gonna save that one for Northern Michigan. Kolbs not quite the touch he was looking for. Triz only the one back on defense. Fool going to put it high, and Triz will get that into the corner. By Pitt State a little bit of time. That'll get flicked past one, but Kolbs off the backboard going to get the save. Solid offensive pressure there from Northern Michigan. They're showing they are not down and out for the count here after their 4-2 loss in Game 1. They're really picking up the pace here offensively. But Pitt State, just really solid defense. 4 saves between them. And we might be going into overtime here. Northern Michigan going to put that one down. Here is the kick. It's going to go the way of Northern Michigan. Kolbs off the back wall. Gonna look to just take slow possession of this one. Going to flick it by another. And, oh no. An unfortunate turn of events there for Pitt State. Watch this one back. Kolbs gets the flick over one, but Breezy wins the 50 there. Triz just not able to get up to block that shot. And Northern Michigan will take game number 2. We saw some pretty solid offensive and defensive pressure there from both teams. We see Northern Michigan actually with 6 shots on goal, but Pitt State with 4 saves. They had 5 shots on goal to Northern Michigan's 3 saves. Very solid gameplay from both teams here. Just a little unfortunate for Pitt State in that overtime there. We'll see if Pitt State can rally here in game number 3. they can get back on form, get that offensive pressure going again, maybe square away their rotations and really push for the win here. Or has the tide turned in favor of Northern Michigan? Can they keep that pressure going? Alrighty.
Cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, nah, unlikely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row.
About that. Bit of trouble with connection to the Rocket League servers. We are here into game number 3. For those just joining us, Pitt State took game number 1, 4-2. And then Northern Michigan retaliated with a game 2 victory in overtime, 1-0. We'll see if Pitt State can get their offensive pressure going again, or if Northern Michigan has figured out Pitt State's offensive pressure and are able to kind of answer back. Triz going to get it over one, barely going to get the save there by Derail. Colb's going to send it back over, but Fool will clear that one away. Spanky with a nice 50 there, and going to get it by another. Triz not going to be able to go for a shot here. Does try to get the defenders out of the way. Unfortunately, there isn't a member of the Pitt State roster to really answer for it. Breezy with a shot there. Triz able to get up in time. Hell of a power shot there. Fool gonna bump our man off. Spanky now taking possession. He's got to get it by one. 50's gonna send it mid. Colb's gonna bump the Northern Michigan striker off the ball. And here's an open net. Nobody with boost. Holmes going to get the shot here. Going to get saved by Derail. You see Pitt State is seeming to have a bit of the offensive pressure here. We've been spending most of the time here on that Northern Michigan side. That ball has been right adjacent to the Northern Michigan net for most of this game. Breezy with a nice shot here. Gonna get taken away by Spanky there. Spanky now looking for the aerial here. Breezy with a beautiful save there. Saw what Pitt State was going for and said, no thank you. Spanky gonna send this one to the corner, buy Pitt State a little time, but he will pay for it with his life. Spanky with a shot here. He's able to control it in. He wins the 50 there, but Breezy going to be able to blast that one away. Colb's nice defense there. Derail going to get bumped off here. Nice, interesting shot on goal there. Colb's going to blast this one past. Spanky not able to beat Fool out on that shot there. Solid positioning from Fool. Spanky now with the save. Demoed going to the Pitt State goalie. Triz not quite able to make contact happen there. This one will be going a little high. Can Spanky get there? Not quite in time. We'll go off the wall here and look to take this one controlled in. We'll flick it past one, but not able to get the angle for a shot. Colb's looking to pass to his teammate there. Going to send it a little too far though, and possession will be taken back. Spanky trying to get a touch there, but Northern Michigan has the read. Driz going to send this one back over. It's centered here, but Pitt State not able to take the shots. Spanky following just a little close. Nice flip reset there from Spanky, but Fool, not to be taken for his namesake, has the read. Breezy now for Northern Michigan, gets it in a bit of a dangerous position here. Spanky, though, going to save that one away. Double demo there coming between Kolbs and Fool. Breezy going to take the Pitt State corner. Triz going to look to take possession. We'll get it past one member of Northern Michigan. Breezy now up for the shot here. He's going to miss. Triz going to look to slowly take possession here. Kolbs with the shot. Going to get saved by Derail. And passing play there, just not quite able to make connection. Kolbs going to now try to take this one off the corner. We'll get the center, get a touch, not quite what he was looking for though. And Spanky's up for a shot. Kolbs is back on defense. Breezy going to send this one to Triz. Triz going to take it to the wall. Breezy will take back control. Kolbs going to look to push this one away from the Pitt State net. And this will be sending us to a second overtime. And here's the kick. It's going the way of Northern Michigan. Looks like it could be a repeat, but no, it's going to get saved away. Here, Pitt State. Nerves are high at this point. Breezy going to miss there. Grizz not able to get the touch. And Northern Michigan going to take game 3 once again in overtime off a pinch. Exact same thing as happened in game 2. What an interesting way that runs. Unfortunate series of events there for the Pitt State roster. We saw just how much offensive pressure they held that game. 9 shots between the two of them, but Northern Michigan with 9 saves to match. Pitt State with 5 saves on 7 shots. Just not quite able to make that offensive pressure happen. I would like to see moving into game number 4, Pitt State get a little bit more aggressive. I'm not seeing many demos out of this team, and I think with how strong Northern Michigan has been on that defensive side, we need to start clearing out some of those defenders so that some of these shots can start to sneak through. We'll see what adjustments they make going here into game number 4. Here's the kick. For those of you just joining us, we are in a series defining game here. Pitt State currently trails in the series 2-1. It is a best of 5, so if Northern Michigan takes the win here, that is the series. Pitt State with their backs against the wall, can they get the offensive pressure they had in that first game back going? Or is this curtains for Pitt State? Wolves going to take this one off the wall. Nice little aerial here, going to get a touch, but not Derail, has the read. Spanky going to get this one by a full, not quite. Wolves with 50. Derail, though, going to take possession. Sending it into the Pitt State corner. Spanky going to keep it in that corner. Gets it by 1, but Breezy has the read. Greg's going to try to send this one down. Fool going to look to get it a little bit closer to that net. Spanky now going to take possession here. Derail going for a touch or a bump. Not quite able to make either happen. Triggs going to send this one off the backboard. And a shot will go wide by Kolbs. Now, Pitt State net defended there by Triz. and Fool will sneak that one by him. Triz just not quite able to get up in time. And here's the kick. 3 minutes, 42 seconds left on the clock. Let's see if Pitt State is able to make something happen here in this game 4. I'd like to see some more synergy there between Colbs and Spanky, like we saw in game number 1. Nice attempt at a passing play there between Colbs and Spanky. Not quite able to make it happen, though. Triz going to look to take this one back away from Northern Michigan. Derail going to put a long shot down. Spanky up for the defense. Going to take it off the side wall. Fool will send it across to his teammate Derail. Spanky going to look to rotate out. Colbs now up for defense. And Breezy with shot would go past 2 Pitt State defenders. 50 takes it to the wall. Breezy just gets over Triz. Spanky not quite able to get the read in time. Reacts just a little too slow. Northern Michigan pull ahead 2-0, but with almost 3 minutes left on the clock, this is still anybody's game. State just needs to calm down, focus up, take a deep breath, get back into their groove. Derail here going to take the 50. Will win. He'll get it past one, get it past another. Fool will get it past the third, send it out mid, but Spanky is back in time to defend. And then 2 demos is going to leave them with just 1 defender. They're all spawning on that same corner. Pitt State not able to capitalize. Derail going to beat Colbs to the ball. Spanky with a nice 50. Going to send this one mid. Derail going to take possession. Colbs with touch here. Derail going to send it to the corner. Going to look for a redirect. Gets it centered here for his teammate. Breezy with the shot, but Triz has this safe. He is not going to let this one slip by him. Colbs with a nice attempt at an aerial there. Going to get saved by Fool. Breezy going to send this one past Spanky. Beautiful save there from Colbs. Had the read. Takes it up the wall, passes to Spanky. Spanky with the redirect. He goes a little high and wide. Colbs not able to get the touch he was looking for. And here comes Colbs. Going to take it off the corner. Will get batted away by Breezy. A minute left on the clock here. Can Pitt State recover? There's that 1 minute warning. Pitt State needs to make something happen quick if they want to stay in this game. Derail going to take this one off the side. Triz going to have the slow read. Spanky with a redirect. He's going to go a little too far wide. Colbs going to get a save here. Sending it over to Spanky. Spanky will take this off the wall. Going to just try to flick it past one. Gets the read, but Breezy is there. And he gets another touch to send it past Triggs. Colbs now going to look to take possession, but will get demoed. And not quite able to make that hit happen here. This could be the end of the series. And Pitt State score here. It looks like they will not make it happen. That will be Northern Michigan University taking game number 4 and the series. We saw some good Rocket League there from both teams. Pitt State came out swinging in game number 1, taking game 1 4-2. Unfortunately, not able to keep that momentum going as Northern Michigan stalls them out in game 2, sending it to overtime. They get a pinch goal to close out the second game, and then following the exact same playbook, they just absorb all that Pitt State pressure throughout the regular match throughout regulation play, and then get another pinch goal for the win in overtime in game number 3. And then game 4, we just saw some pretty solid dominance there from the Northern Michigan side. We saw offensively and defensively, there was just nothing slipping by them, and they were keeping up their offensive pressure. So solid game there played by Pitt State. Unfortunate to see it go that way, but we'll get them next time. Until then, go Rillas.